What would happen if you mixed Richard Scarry's Busy World with Dexter? Well, stay tuned and watch this video till the end. And we're back. Thank you for joining me. I am Taylor of Taylor Talks Comics. Please subscribe because I'm doing 31 days of horror comics throughout October. You don't want to miss out on any of these videos. I do have a playlist for you to catch up on if you want to go back and watch all the other horror comics I've shown off so far. And give the video a thumbs up and comment down below. Those things go a long way in helping the YouTube algorithm, putting this channel in front of the eyes of people I don't know exists. And I appreciate all of that support. So today we're talking about Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. And this is by Patrick Horvath with lettering by Hassan Atzman Elhwa. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry, Hassan. But this is a tremendous series. It's getting such praise. I guess it was the #2 best-selling collected edition of last month, which is amazing to see that this little independent book from IDW, this little trade paperback, was doing such great in sales. I love to see those stories and see those things. And I hope it leads to Patrick Horvath giving us more comics. That's the biggest part, is whenever these cool comics from these lesser-known creators do really well in sales, that provides them the opportunity to put out more comics, which I love. So this is going to be a little bit of a harder video to put together because this is a murder mystery. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off the book, talk about it a little bit, and then I'm going to warn you guys ahead of time, so don't worry. But I'm going to try to avoid spoilers for the whole series. I'm going to try to talk about what happens in the first issue, kind of giving away a little bit of a spoiler for that first issue that will then hopefully hook you for the rest of it and want you to buy the rest of it, because I don't want to spoil the whole series. I just think like the first issue has such a good hook that I want to let you know that what that is, so maybe you'll pick this up and pick up this comic that maybe you hadn't heard of, or maybe you're still on the fence about. So it is a thin trade. It's put out by IDW, and it collects the entire 6-issue series, which I don't know. I guess there could be more beyond this, but we don't know yet. It could just be a one-and-done graphic novel as well. Really, really great book design on this trade paperback as well. So you open it up and get this cool end paper here, and this cool cover that looks like a classic, classic story and literature, but also mixed maybe with a little bit of horror imagery. And then I love this too. All the indicia and stuff's here, but it's like with these newspaper clippings, which is like reminiscent of a murder mystery when you're trying to solve it, right? You have all these newspapers posted all over the wall. And then that's the cover for issue #1, which is also the cover for the collected edition. And then we get into this cover in the front end paper of the first issue was this kind of like newspaper article. And I really love the design here. You can see the ads, but like all the letters are blurred out, which is fine. You don't need to read all that, but then you see like the title of the article to start you off on the story. Now, this all takes place in a small town, and it is a murder mystery. So think of like a small, loving, wholesome town. It really starts off that way, really kind of sets the mood and tone, gives you kind of the false sense of security, starting off with before you see kind of the horrific events throughout. I do just kind of want to flip through the artwork just a little bit so you can see it before I get to the spoiler portion. If you're really on the fence and you want no spoilers whatsoever, the artwork is really great. It is reminiscent of Richard Scarry's Busy World, but not entirely. Like, it still stands out among that. But that's the artwork. I'm trying real hard not to spoil anything. So before I get to the hook of the first issue, I do want to show you, in case you don't want any spoilers whatsoever, there is a cover right there. And then here's all these variant covers in this gallery here, which are kind of like that, like I said, those classic literature with the trade dress and whatnot. And then here's the character designs by Patrick Horvath. And then a little biography of him. This is his first comic book, but he is a cartoonist and filmmaker who lives with his family in Los Angeles. Okay, so if that's a hook enough for you, then you might want to mute the video or let it play till the end or whatever. Get out of here. Go buy this book. Let me know. Comment below before you leave and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. All those things. Now, I'm going to get to the spoiler portion of just the first issue. I'm not going to spoil the whole series. I just want to give you that hook of this first issue. So if you're okay with a little bit of spoilers for that first issue to hook you on the rest of the series, then stay with me. So it starts off again, like I said, that small town. And you have the main character this bear here, whose name's Samantha, and she's walking through town. She's doing some hard work here, getting some hardware stuff from the hardware store to do some work. Yada yada yada, and then you see this duck character here in the back of his truck, and then the bear muffles him, and he blacks out. So this nice little bear Samantha is not such a nice bear. She takes him to the back, and she slices him up back at home, and hides body parts in these paint cans, and then buries the paint cans all over her yard. So she's the Dexter character. She's the one that is like adamant about, she has this like knack for being a serial killer. She has this desire to kill people, but she does it in this way that she wants to get away with it. She wants to be clean, not let anybody find her, and get in and out, kind of like Dexter. And just horrific imagery there of chopping up this duck. But you can see how clean it is. Like, it's nice, clean lines, right? But she does this out of town. So she comes back into town, lives her life. Everybody thinks she's this nice, sweet bear. She does all her killing out of town. Because she thinks that she doesn't want to ruin and dirty and ruin the purification of her small town and how loving and wholesome it is. But then they're showing this parade. This sail goes flying open, and you see this goat character hung up there and murdered. So now there's a murder that happened, but it wasn't Samantha. Now Samantha's pissed because she's like, I do my murders out of town, out of here, so nobody can find out what it is, and I do it clean, not messy. Nobody's gonna find out. This guy's coming in here, or gal or whoever, coming in here and just destroying, like doing it messy. They're gonna get caught, and they're ruining the small town. And this might lead to people finding out me. If they start pointing the finger at me, I'm gonna get found out because this guy's messy in the way he does things. And that's the hook. So now Samantha's on the prowl to find out who's committing these murders, because she wants to be the only murderer in town. Again, but she does the murders out of town. And she thinks this guy's ruining it, and maybe gonna get people looking back at her. That's the hook. That's the only thing I'm going to spoil for you, because the rest of it's such a great series. Thank you guys for watching. Please pick up this book and support Patrick Horvath so we get more Patrick Horvath comics. And subscribe to my channel. And comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up. All that jazz. I'm on my road to 3,000 subscribers, and I need your help getting there. I want to get to 3,000 by the end of this year. And everybody, keep talking comics.